Okay, so currently I'm in the large caps, last 2 months in the large cap room. It's slower, it's easier uh, to learn the charts, the price movement. It's a lot easier for me to just watch four stocks, kind of be in the room, watch what Mike and the other mentor are trading. Um, Mostly learning the swing trade and how they're getting in, and I just really learned a lot about where how the what's that phrase Mike uses, the market phases, cycles, phases, and just how it works. And it's yeah, and just learning when he gets into something and you watch it and you're just like, oh my gosh, how can he be shorting it? It's going up, and and just seeing that over and over and over, you start to trust the chart, trust what you've learned. And for the past month now, I've been only trading one stock, and it's not a stock. It's what is it? It's an ETF, the TQQQ. That's the only thing I trade. I don't trade nothing else. I just, from using the swing trade mentality and picking on the days where am I gonna be going long or short, depending on where the how the trend has formed. And I learned all this in the large caps room. I only trade the TQQQ because it's a lot easier for me. I don't have to read a whole bunch of news about what has happened to a stock. I'm better able to get concentrated on the chart, what happened, study it real quick. It gives me enough of a move to where I can get a 10, 20, 30 cents. And my goal is 30 cents a day. That's what it's been for the past month. And I've made more a lot of times than 30 cents a day. I'll show you my trade view reports. And just with 100 shares, and just with 100 shares, just to know that I'm getting my entries right. I'm profitable just doing that. And it's a real big relief. I was really worried about just about everything last couple of months. I mean, it was really stressful. I didn't do any other work. It's, you're thinking about it all day. In the morning on your walk, you're thinking about it, about trading, about what is it that's gonna make me successful, And it's really stressful, doubtful, but at one point, maybe 4 weeks ago, I realized that you've learned, I think, most, maybe 80% of what you were supposed to learn, technically wise. What's that word I'm looking at? Theory wise. You learn everything. You learn the setups. You learn the techniques. You have all the tools. You have your mentors. You know what to do, and you're getting your entries right. But that's not enough. That's all you can learn. That's all you can buy. You can only buy the knowledge. You can only pay for the seminar, or you can buy the knowledge, you can buy the books, you can buy the videos, you can pay for all that. You get all the right tools, but you can't buy the ability to push the button when you're supposed to push the button. You can't buy the ability to exit a trade when you're supposed to exit a trade. From there on, when I was beginning, I thought, okay, well, I need to learn all this to be profitable. But after that, then you learn all that, and then you realize, well, that's he's not. I've learned all this. I have all the tools, but to be profitable, you have to exit. You have to. It's me now. I'm the problem. I'm the obstacle now. So I'm working on that, and I'm progressing at it. That's as long as that I know that I'm progressing at it. That's what makes me calm. I get stressed out when I think I'm not progressing at something. And it's knowing my out price and knowing your out price before you get into a trade, and knowing that, okay, I have a risk of 30 cents and there is potential to make 90, but I'm going to get out at 60, 2 to 1. And, that's your plan. Man, yeah, I might chicken out and get out at 1 to 1 or 1 to 1.5. Maybe scale out. I can't scale out yet because I haven't been taking a big share size. I only do 100 shares because that's the only thing I'm comfortable with is losing $30-$40, but for the last month or two, I don't get really that scared of a red day anymore. It's red. As long as I have more green days than red days in the week, that's great. And it's about keeping the red days. They can't be bigger than your green days. And I have control over the red that I get into. I don't have control over the green. The green, I didn't do anything for the stock to go up, but the red part, you really have to get out, man. When you really have to know you're out, and you could set a stop or whatever, or a mental stop, and you just, okay, I'm getting up, and you watch the bid on or the or the, gosh, what is it? Okay, brain freeze. The bid and the ask. So you short something, you watch the ask price. When it gets to 142.50, that's your out. And if it ticks to that, as soon as it hits 50, I'm pushing the button. I'm not waiting for, maybe it goes back down to 148 for a second, because the next second it's 55 cents. You just push it, and that's it. You lose $2-3, $10, $15, but then it sets up on the next, and I get my 20-30 cents, and it works. And I know that I'm gonna start being profitable. That's what I kind of realized, is when I follow my rules, when I exit when I'm supposed to exit. I'm gonna be profitable when I know my out price before I enter a trade every time. That's when you become profitable. It's not when you learn everything. You need to learn everything, exactly, but you're not just gonna be profitable. You're gonna learn everything. You're gonna buy all the tools you need, but then the next part is to get some experience, and you take it slow. It's just with 100 shares, and that was my journey, and it was, I don't know, maybe it sounds easy, but it's really hard. It was a lot of work, a lot of doubt, a lot of hours, a lot of just, am I going to be able to do it? The statistics are crazy, but a failure, and the failure is I think it's because of you. That's why a lot of people say it's 95% psychological or whatever, but you really need the experience, just the time in the chair, and it's you. When are you going to be responsible? When are you going to start exiting when you know you're going to start exiting? That's it. It's just you. I mean, the setups, it's pretty easy. Really, there's nothing that, once you get it, it's really not that complicated. But it's getting out when you should be getting out. I think that's the only thing that is a lot of people, they don't get out when they should, and no one can make you press that button. And when you start pressing that button, that's when you're gonna become successful. I think in my case, yeah. So for right now, my plan is just to trade the TQQQ. And when I see something really set up really nice, and the other three stocks that right now that I've been concentrating on is BABA and PayPal. What else did I have on here? NWAX and Net. So four stocks, I only 5 stocks, and I watch all the other strong trending stocks that are in the large cap rooms at this time, which are like, I'm not gonna go over them. It doesn't make sense to, I think. But anyways, and that's the plan. We'll build my account with the TQQQ. I can manage risk on it. I can get zeroed in, concentrated on it. I don't really learn or kind of chase around to news and see what's happening, where the volume is. It's kind of, I feel like it's too much for me to follow for right now until I get this down, and I feel I have it down. I'm comfortable, and great. I'm happy, very satisfied. So this is my trade view. Let me see if I could. Okay, so this is my trade view. It's from. So this is when I started trading with a goal of 30 cents a day, 3 trades per day, and I violated the 3 trades a day a few times when I've been getting green. And this last month, October, what I do now is if I get 3 green trades, I'll let myself take a 4th trade with. As long as there's as long as that my out price is not more than like 10-15 cents. If it's a 30-cent risk, I don't take it. It's got to be really small, and if it's really small, I'll take that forced trade, and I'll risk that 10-15 bucks because I've already have about $35-40 in profit. And if the 4th one's okay, I'll sit around and watch, and if a 5th setup comes in, I'll take the 5th one again. But if it turns red, that's it. My 1 red trade, and I'm done. If I go green, red, green, then I'm done. If I get a red trade within the first 3 trades, I'm done. If my first trade is red, I still let myself take a 2nd trade. If the 2nd trade is green, I do another trade. If it's green or red, I'm done. Even if it's green, I'm done. I don't do it anymore. Usually, I kind of notice that if they're your first 3 trades, if there's a red one there, something's probably going on within the market or within the TTQ that's not. I want to use the word normal, but that's probably not wise to use it. Anyways, something's not right. Something's going on. Like Powell, people were waiting for Powell's speech, and it really had a profound effect. Everything was really slow, and it didn't trade like it was, and it was a red day for me. So just I stick to that, and it's working. And as long as it's working, and I'm getting my 10 cents, 15 cents, that's 100 shares. That's no big deal. But my when I get to 1,000 shares, that's I'm gonna be real happy, and then I'll double that. Some time goes by, and it's just time. It's it's gonna take time, and maybe I'll be getting into other trades before that. But this is my calendar here. You can kind of check it out. Let's see, how do we switch this camera around? Okay, I think it. Okay, I don't know how to switch it around. So I'm gonna pause it and turn it back on.